We are going to get right at it. I do apologize and I do appreciate your patience for yesterday. I got hit with a massive wave of energy and it took me a couple of hours to clear it. I'm feeling back in the game today. I deeply am affected whenever planets move from retrograde to direct or from going direct into retrograde. I am always feeling those energies quite intensely. So I'm going to just give it a minute and give everybody a chance to join in on the chat before I get started. I always figure everything is divinely guided too, because I ordered a deck. I ordered an Oracle deck last weekend and it was supposed to get here on Tuesday and it didn't come until late yesterday afternoon. So I'm going to use the new deck. Hello, Regine. Welcome in. So I picked 3 decks today. Hello, Stephanie. Welcome in. We're going to start off with the Spiritual Journey Oracle deck. I'm going to be using the Angel Wisdom Tarot. And then we are going to close it off with a message from my new Oracle deck. And it is called the Akashic Record Oracle Cards. And I found it on Amazon. It's actually, the box says Akashic Truth Cards. So I've been playing with the cards. I love it. Hello, Zandra. And so maybe it was meant to be postponed today so we can get messages with this new deck. And I'm actually loving the feel of these cards. They're really new. They're really new still. They're really slippery. So let's get right in. I got my Zodiac list over here. So we're going to jump right in and we're going to start with Aries. But remember, guys, Tarot Oracle, it's all about guidance. It's all about empowerment. So if a message doesn't resonate, check your other signs, check your other placements. Like always, apply this to your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, Jupiter, even your North Node. And then use whatever messages come through to kind of help you empower your life to create the life you want. And so these energies are intense. I just finished recording the astrology for February before jumping on, and that finished uploading. I'm going to edit that and get that posted later this afternoon. February is huge for astrological shifts, and then March is going to be even bigger. So let's get at it and let's see what needs to come through for each of the zodiac signs today, starting with Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. What do we got for my Aries collective, please? I'm going to take these two. We get Igniting Your Passions, Aries, and Your Authentic Voice. That's interesting. I felt a wave, a rush of heat in my solar plexus. That is so interesting. So Aries, we do have Mars still retrograde in Cancer, and depending on the degree placements of any Aries planets that you might have in your birth chart, this could be in a square aspect. So you might find yourself, what I want to say is boxed in when it comes to a certain situation, and you are being asked to find your authentic voice. And so how can you remove these throat chakra blockages, Aries? This is about speaking up for yourself. This is about standing up for yourself. We do have Mercury going into Pisces in February, and then it's going to go into Aries, and then it's going to backtrack back into Pisces coming up here in the next couple of months. So you might be finding a newfound passion over the next couple of months. I do feel you've really got to learn to openly and honestly express yourself, and don't worry about hurting other people's feelings. We can speak our truth with loving compassion, kindness. And so I do feel you are being asked to go towards a new creative endeavor. What is sparking this creativity for you? This is about doing what it is that you love. So maybe it's time to buckle down on your spiritual path, to really hone in on your spiritual gifts. But I do think you've got to find your voice here. And as I'm saying that, I can feel like a phlegmy buildup in my throat. So what else do we got for my Aries collective? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node today. All right, look at that. Oh, Aries, we get the Three of Swords. I do feel there is a very painful situation here, and maybe it's going to hurt to speak your truth. Maybe you're worried that if you speak your truth, it's going to lead to heartbreak. But I kind of feel there's great sadness already in your energy field. And so you've got to let go of the past, Aries. You've got to trust that the angels are guiding you to speak your truth. We look at all of the blue on the card. The angels are guiding you to find your heart-centered truth, to speak your heart-centered truth, and to trust that you are going to grow from any challenges that you're facing after speaking this truth. And so maybe there is a misunderstanding here with no resolution, no healing in sight. And the best thing you can do is to really be there for yourself right now and to trust that you've got angelic presence around you, supporting you, going towards something new. Because whenever the igniting your passions card comes out for me, it's a clear indication of like an Ace of Wands energy. There's a new adventure. I do feel this is going to be a very prominent year for any major Aries placements. We've got Saturn and Neptune both moving into Aries, but there's going to be a cleanup. And so if you find yourself feeling a little bit moody, maybe you need to recognize a situation here that needs to be released. But let's see what this Akashic truth is connected to this message for you, Aries. What is this? Oh my goodness, I'll take them. Two flipped out. We get resolution and creativity. That's interesting because I specifically said maybe there is a misunderstanding here with no resolution in sight. And so there is something here that I think you have been struggling with, Aries. And resolutions oftentimes don't happen the way that we want them to. So if you're fighting against the grain, trying to make something work with a situation, whether it's romantic, friendship, family, it might not work out the way that you hope it to. It might not work out the way that you want it to, but you are being asked to move forward. There is a fresh start here, and the relief will come when you move away from a misunderstanding. And I do think this is igniting your passions when it comes to something creative. I love how that perfectly aligns for you, Aries. And so the creativity card is saying if you've been looking for a sign, if you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. It's time to turn your focus inward. It's time to work on your spiritual skills. It's time to discover your talents, and it's time to use them for your benefit. Okay, Aries. And so it's time to unleash your inner artist is a message coming through. And I think this will help boost your confidence, boost your self-esteem, especially if you're going through some type of ending. The Three of Swords, you can't really sugarcoat that. That's heartbreak. That's pain. That hurts. And so you need to build your self-esteem. You need to build this sense of competence when it comes to using your gifts for the betterment. I see the post office guy just got my little notification. Um, anyway, when we really hone in on our gifts, it does bring us a new sense of purpose, especially when we contribute to the community around us. And so take this pain and turn it into your power, Aries, okay? All right, we are going to move on to Taurus next. So this might be a big message because Uranus did just station direct in the sign of Taurus. And so I know I had to lay down for a couple of hours yesterday, and I kind of just dragged my butt most of the day, but I woke up this morning feeling refreshed and renewed. So what needs to come through for my Taurus? These kind of wanted to peek out. I'm going to take all three of them. Oh, Taurus, we get forgiveness, we get find your truth, and we get self-development. So interesting. With Uranus retrograde in Taurus, it was all about finding your truth. When I think of Taurus energy, I do equate that to the Hierophant in the major arcana, which is about religion. It can be about institutions. It can be about governments. And maybe you're coming into this disillusioned energy when it comes to all of the falsehoods connected to those entities, or like those things in your life that have deeply rooted programs and beliefs in you. And so this really, I feel, is shining a light on what really speaks to your heart and soul. So when it comes to forgiveness, usually we have to forgive ourselves more than anybody else, right? We have to forgive ourselves for putting up with less than we should have. We have to forgive ourselves and liberate ourselves from any heart pain. So there could be a purging or a cleansing going on here, but this is all part of your self-development journey. And so now that Uranus is moving forward, I do feel growth, massive amounts of growth, and we never stop working on ourselves. And so maybe Uranus retrograde was a big wake-up call for my Taurus collective to recognize where you've been neglecting filling your own cup, because we have to fill our own cup first. And I do think you're kind of leveling up here. So let's see what the tarot message is paired with these. Look at that, wanted to come out. So, oh, Six of Cups. Very interesting. There could be the return of somebody from the past now that Uranus is going direct. I do feel if you look on the card, we see the Temperance Angel trying to bring two people together, maybe after a lot of inner child healing, a lot of inner child work here. You could be revisiting an old relationship. Maybe you've just been revisiting some patterns here connected to relationships. There also is this energy going into February. We do not want to romanticize or over romanticize the past or any type of connections. But I do feel if there is somebody coming back from the past, it's going to be much different than it used to be for you, Taurus. So let's see what this Akashic truth is. So interesting. Maybe you need to forgive somebody from the past that has hurt you. But I do feel there could be a major, major return. But you've got to get yourself out of this Four of Cups energy. You've got to get yourself unstuck, is what I'm feeling. Because there is like an Ace of Cups energy here. And I think you hold the cards. So what is this truth? Oh, geez, that one flipped out. And I was going to flip this one. We get Justice. Compassion. Ooh, there is some type of karmic rebalancing going on here for you, Taurus. And so get ready for all of the things that you have been hoping for. But I do want to remind you, we do have to be careful what it is that we wish for. Show yourself compassion. I do think there's a situation here where you are being asked to be kinder to yourself. Give yourself a break, Taurus. You don't always have to be a taskmaster. Maybe somebody treated you really horrible in the past, and maybe they didn't have your back, but I do think they're coming back to create some type of balance with the Justice card coming out. And so get ready for some good things. You, I feel, are being asked to put all of your energy into your higher calling. I do feel put all of your energy towards all of your ambitions and just align with that and trust that the universe will bring the right people, circumstances, and resources on your path to make that happen. That's what I got for you today, Taurus, okay? All right, we are going to move on to Gemini next. I know, right? Like, let me tell you, I love it. I'm telling you that reading for February was like phenomenal. I can't wait to release that in a couple of hours. It was just phenomenal. These energies are just crazy intense. But let's move on to Gemini next. What do we got for my Gemini collective? Always, always, always with the mental clutter, Gemini. We get mental clutter. Okay, Gemini, you are ruled by Mercury. We do have Jupiter still retrograde. And yay, hello, Kelly. Welcome into the live. We are on Gemini, okay? And we just got the first card out for Gemini. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. We have Jupiter going direct. I believe it's February the 4th. I don't have my astrology binder down here. So watch the mental clutter. We're closing out this retrograde. And so remember, things are mostly chaotic when that energy shifts. And so apply this to any major Gemini placements in your chart. Be careful of spending too much time up in the headspace. There is a need to take a step back. I'm pretty sure the mental clutter card did come out in the February prediction reading that I'll be posting later today. There's going to be clarity coming. I don't know if it's here just yet, but you've got to quiet the mind. You've got to quiet the mind for that truth to come forward, for that clarity to present itself. Okay, so let's get a tarot card to go with that for you, Gemini. Queen of Wands. This is it, Gemini. You have a lot of talents here to share. It's time to release any controlling people out of your life. Even if that's you being a little bit too controlling, take a step back. You've got to believe in yourself. Stop trying to micromanage the universe. Stop trying to like make sense of it all up in the headspace. Spice. Interesting. There's nothing you can't do. So I think it's just time to believe in yourself, Gemini. It's time to trust that you can make your dreams come true. Hello, Victoria. Welcome in. It's so good to see everybody in the chat today. It's time to just create that balance, I feel, Gemini. So don't overthink things. Whenever I see a black cat, I also think it's a very good omen. I do believe black cats bring a lot of positivity. And so maybe you're just about to complete some type of shadow work when it comes to a thought process. And you just got to believe in yourself, because I do feel your dreams are about to come true. And you just got to trust that. So let's get some Akashic truth energy for you. What is the Akashic truth card? We'll take it. It didn't want to go back in, so we're going to take them. Wonderful and gentle is what came through for you, Gemini. And so this is all about pursuing your goals. It definitely aligns with this Queen of Wands, because the Queen of Wands is a visionary. She's all about pursuing her goals, her aspirations. And so I do feel going towards your aspirations will provide you with a lot of wonderful material benefits, okay, Gemini? And so you might have some fire in your chart. Pay attention to where Aries, Leo, Sag is at in your birth chart. But I just feel it's really time to work on your communication skills. Maybe you need to journal. Maybe you need to get all of these fuzzy thoughts out of your mind and into I want to say out of my head and into my car, that song. That's what I just heard. But it's really time to interact with people, is what this feels like for you, Gemini, and be gentle with yourself. There is a very powerful force surrounding the Gemini collective, and you've got to be gentle with yourself. It's almost like you're returning to your most authentic essence. And so trust in that. I do feel an integration too of masculine and feminine energy. And so when we do the shadow work, we do that in the logical side of the brain, on the masculine side of the brain. And now it's time to step back into the light and be that divine feminine leader, is what I'm feeling for my Gemini collective. So we're going to move on to Cancer next. What do we got for my Cancer collective? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. Messages for Cancer: self-care. Ain't that the epitome of Cancer energy, because you are ruled by the moon? This is all about self-care. Fill in your own cup, Cancer. Really caring for your body. Watching for all of these unhealthy habits. So watch what you're watching on TV. Be mindful about, scrolling too much on social media. You don't want to absorb other people's negativity. You really want to just infuse all kinds of healthy choices into your life, Cancer, and really watch out for anything unhealthy. So it is the energy of nurturing. Fill in your own cup, and we get the Knight of Cups. So we do have a new romance coming on your path. The Knight of Cups is flirtatious, but there is this deep introspective energy. And so you could have new love coming on your path. And I do think it's going to trigger a lot of emotions with the waterfall energy. It's going to trigger things that you probably thought that you put behind you. And I do feel there is this beautiful energy of falling in love again, almost like feeling like a giddy teenager, right? When I think of nights, it's like the teenage energy. I just feel you're about to be swept off your feet, but be careful. This could just be a sudden love affair. You've got to keep that balance in relationship. You've still got to focus on self-care. You can't pour all of your energy into this person. You got to focus on self-care. But there is either a situation or a person here that is like making your heart go boom, 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 and making your heart flutter. So what's the Akashic truth connected to this? It could be another water sign, a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It doesn't have to be. But you still have to be mindful of how you fill your own cup, because you don't want to fall into old patterns, old unhealthy patterns, or there could be a fallout, like those cards fell out. But I'll take the one that flipped upright, and we get release. So the release card is just asking you to really recognize toxic patterns and to release those. I do feel there's an opportunity here for big love. You deserve love, free from all of the drama. But you also got to take that first step. I just feel don't overanalyze the situation. Don't over examine a situation here, because I do feel you deserve this. You deserve this love, Cancer. That's what I've got for you, Cancer. Okay, we are going to move on to Leo next. What do we got for my Leo collective? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. Spirit guides and angels is what came out for my Leo collective. You are probably very much connected to your spirit guides at this time. I feel a lot of angelic protection around you. You are being guided forward on your journey. We do have a full moon in Leo coming up here. Um, Not quite in 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks. So there could be a deeper connection coming. Whenever I think of full moons, it's illumination. And so you're laying down a burden. There's a huge release coming through here for you, Leo. So just trust you are being guided to just take a step back. Don't work too hard, right? Really create that work-life balance. There's a need to create balance in your life. I think you're releasing health problems, you're releasing stress, you're learning to finally let people help you. Maybe you're letting your guides and your angels help you, Leo. But when the 10 of Wands comes out in reverse, it's like this huge sigh of relief. This huge burden is being lifted. So what is the Akashic truth coming through for my Leo collective? What do we got for Leo here? Okay, soar and reassess. So maybe you are in a major reassessment portal, especially after that new moon in Aquarius, and you are about to really light it up, is what I want to say. You are no longer going to dim your light. You're ready to spread your wings. You're ready to soar. And so it's time to come out of the shadows, Leo. It's time to share your authentic self. It's time to fly. And that was a message yesterday, I believe, over on Facebook, the flying card. And so I feel you're transcending whatever it is you've been reassessing with these retrograde energies. Maybe you're taking stock of everything that you got to let go of and releasing the burdens of whatever isn't making you happy. But I just feel it's time for some life cleanup so you can just rise, rise, rise. And that's what I got for you, Leo. All right, Virgo. We got Virgo up next. What do we got for Virgo? Oh my gosh. Purge and cleanse and empowerment. This is so deeply connected to the sweeping energy of the dragon's tail with the Virgo South Node. And so this is so much bigger than right now. I feel over the course of the next 18 months, you are purging and cleansing whatever in your life can no longer remain. And so there might be karmic patterns coming up to be addressed. There might be people coming up to trigger certain behaviors that have to be purged in order for you to fully step into empowerment. And so the purge and cleanse, I feel people, places, and things, a major sweeping up of this karmic debris, and you are about to step into your highest potential. So be gentle with yourself. This might be happening right now. It can be starting right now because we've got the South Node in Virgo at 29 degrees, and this sweeping energy will complete in about 18 months' time. And so keep going, Virgo, because you are headed in the right direction. So what do we got for a tarot message for Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. What do we got, Virgo? I'm going to take it. Oh, yeah, eight of Cups. If that ain't purging and cleansing, I don't know what is, Virgo. You are ready to just move on. Leave the past in the past. Go towards more love, more joy. When we get to the Eight of Cups, we're in search of wish fulfillment. And so that's where you're headed. On the other side of this quest that you've been on is ultimate contentment. And so I do feel there's some big life changes coming forward for you, Virgo. And just prioritize change, prioritize purging and cleansing, prioritize getting your emotional house in order, leave that confusion behind, and trust that you're going towards everything you could ever want. With the dog on the card, I do feel you have to be loyal to your path is a big message. So what is the Akashic truth coming through for Virgo? What do we got for Virgo? Look at that. Follow. Interesting. Follow your gut. Follow your gut. Okay, so your gut energy, your gut feeling, it's more than just a feeling. It's your intuition. And so if you are anxious, if you are nervous, if you are fearful, that is not your intuition. And so right now, I think walk away from anything that is negative and really focus on meaningful relationships moving forward, Virgo. Really focus on what brings value into your life, because you bring value to the table and you deserve to be matched with that value that you bring forward. And so there is some type of karma, I feel, biting somebody in the butt. What I heard was three's a crowd. So if you've been dealing with third party drama, that's about to be karmically swept away over the next 18 months. But I just feel you're on a spiritual quest. So keep going forward. Yeah, keep going forward. Okay. Yes, the Cancer reading was good. Yeah, Virgo Sun combo again. All right, Libra, what do we got for my Libra? Look at that, it fell out right away. Sharing. I really like this. Okay, this is all about sharing what you've learned. Sharing what you've learned, Libra. And so there's people out there that can benefit from the knowledge and the wisdom that you have attained and gained through all of your life experiences. And so it's time to share your voice. It's time to share your truth. It's time to share your story. So what else needs to go along with that for Libra? That was like right away. Spirit's like, I'm not messing around here, Libra. And we just closed out that Libra South Node where we've learned a lot about the shadow side of relationships. And I think now it's time to reach out and share your knowledge. I just heard reach out and touch faith. So have faith that your knowledge is needed. Yeah, look at that Page of Cups. It's time to just be open-hearted. It's time to trust. And so look at in the background, we get a dolphin on the card. Dolphins mate for life. Libra moon. I love it. I'm a Lilith in Libra regime. That's my own. Oh, and am I a Pluto in Libra? Pluto in Libra. There is an open-hearted message coming. And so if you feel like maybe love has eluded you up until now, there could be a life partner sneaking up behind you. But you have to share your message. You have to be open-hearted enough to share your psychic abilities, and that is going to call in a new romantic endeavor, a new romantic encounter. And so I just feel keep filling that cup, overflow that cup, and trust that the more you give, the more you will receive. So what is the Akashic Truth card for Libra? We'll take it. Connections. I love it. I love it. How do you move forward towards your true life calling? You do what makes you happy. So it's time for you to just spread your wing. You've been in the chrysalis stage and now you got to do what makes you happy. Keep that enthusiasm coming. Allow it to just move you forward is what I'm feeling. And so whatever it is that you discovered about your life's purpose recently, it's time to share that. It's really time to open up and follow your interests, follow your talents, build upon them, because they're going to route this person to you when it comes to a new beginning of love. And so just spread those wings and fly, Libra. Beautiful energies for Libra today. Scorpio is up next. Let's see what needs to come through for my Scorpio collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. What do you got for us for Scorpio? Okay, divine plan at work. Scorpio, Virgo, and Libra are also both in alignment for me too. I'm loving these lives lately. They're just flowing like just like magic. Okay, Scorpio, we got a divine plan at work for you. So if things aren't working out according to your plan, that's the divine saying, hold up, wait a minute. Things are going to be working out even better than you could ever imagine. You've just got to trust that the divine is working things in your favor, even if it doesn't feel like that. Whenever the divine plan at work comes out, there could be a tower moment to redirect you, to orchestrate a better plan for your life. So you got to trust in the divine plan. So what do we got for a tarot card? Pairing that up. Oh yeah, you don't even know what the divine has planned for you. We get the moon, and so the moon represents everything that's hidden. So maybe you've really got to trust in your intuition, really lean into listening into your intuition, Scorpio, because the divine is sending you the signs. You've got to pay attention. You've got to listen. The moon is ruled by Pisces. I just feel let go of this unnecessary worry. Let go of your fears and put all of your faith and trust in the divine. It's very elusive, Scorpio. There's going to be a revelation, though. We do have that full moon in Leo. And then we also do have the new moon in Pisces later in February. And so there is going to be a brand new beginning. And so things aren't quite clear yet. You just have to trust in the divine plan. So, what is the Akashic truth for Scorpio? Very interesting energies today for Scorpio. We'll take it. Abundance, trust. The divine plan is asking you to open up to abundance and trust that you deserve it. So if you're sitting in a money mindset of lack, let that go. Trust. The biggest thing I've learned on this journey is the universe always provides. Ask and you shall receive. Might not receive it in the way that you think you're going to get it, but you just got to trust, right? Trust. Believe that you are deserving of abundance and you will receive it. That's the most important step to receiving abundance, is to get out of that state of lack and to get into the energy of trust. So take a deep breath and trust that abundance is on the way, Scorpio, okay? You don't see it coming with the moon card, okay? All right, Sagittarius. What do we got for my Saggies, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node? Sagittarius, please. We'll take this one. Your spiritual path. So I do feel you're coming into a new sense of awareness when it comes to your path and your purpose. So whatever is being activated right now with this timeline shift that I'm feeling, lean into that. If you're encouraged to read a certain book or to dive into exploring certain healing modalities, explore them. Be open to them, because your higher self is giving you this nudge towards your higher path, and you've got to trust that. So what is this spiritual path energy all about for Sagittarius today? Oh, we got the Magician kind of flipped out with a vengeance in reverse. I don't think you believe in magic. You got to believe in magic, Sagittarius. You've got to trust that you have everything you need to manifest success in your life. And so you got to believe in yourself. Very interesting, though, too, because I do equate this to Jupiter retrograde in Gemini because it's in reverse. And so maybe this Jupiter retrograde has had you a little bit frazzled when it comes to any Sagittarius placements. And so there's been that opposition. And so Sagittarius is basically believing without seeing, and Gemini is like, I got to believe it to see it. And so there's something about belief here, or believing here, that really needs to come forward. And so you think of the Magician upright. The Magician sheds the old to bring in the new. The Magician has all of the tools, and so it's almost like you're doubtful that you have all of the tools that you need, but you do. So keep exploring that and trust that you have all of the tools that you need, and you can do it if you believe in yourself. So what is the Akashic truth for Sagittarius, please? Oh, we got a flipper. Peace. So if you're feeling frazzled, like I said, you got to bring peace into your life. Don't dwell on the small stuff. Don't dwell on it, okay, Sagittarius? Life is never smooth sailing, ever, never. Sometimes it is, but like this too shall pass. It means the good times don't last forever, the bad times don't last forever, and life isn't always going to be a smooth sailing journey. And so if you have peace and calm and center in your life, you can get through all of the ups and downs. And so I just feel keep embracing the journey to the higher self, even if it's creating like a little bit of rough waters here, because you're headed towards something really good here because he's holding this cup. So that's what I got for you, Sagittarius. Capricorn is up next. What do we got for my Cappies? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. Capricorn, we get trauma and wounds, open to receiving, and transformation. So there's some type of deep family past life wound here that keeps repeating in patterns, that needs to be acknowledged, that needs to be healed, that needs to be released. It feels very somber, very sobering, a very sobering realization of what keeps causing a negative impact in this lifetime. The open to receive too is like, are you open to receiving love? Are you actually open to receiving it? Because life will be a mirror. If we're not open to receiving it, then we will constantly be met with what we perceive as rejection. You are in a major portal of transformation. So get ready to shed some layers when it comes to relationship patterns, family patterns. There could be some type of an external shift taking place here that's going to show you what needs to be shed that's no longer serving you to step into your higher purpose. So what is the tarot that we're pairing with this for Capricorn. Oh, we get the 10 of coins in reverse. If that isn't family patterns, I don't know what is. That is insane. So I just feel we inherit our trauma and wounds from our family, but we also inherit our gifts from them as well. And so you've inherited more than just the wounds. I just feel there's a lot of family knowledge coming forward. It's time to pass on the knowledge. I just feel you're breaking free from some type of family pattern with the 10 of coins in reversed here. And you've got to create that peace in your life. So maybe it's time to break free from from family traditions. Oh, the readings. Yeah. That's okay. That's okay. We can apply this because I do believe most of us have a lot of these energies somewhere in our chart, right? Usually somewhere. A big 3 on point. We get understanding. Capricorn, we get this understanding, and look at the Leo. Look, I feel Leo with the lion on the card. There's going to be a new understanding coming through at that full moon in Leo. Understanding is the key to getting on the other side of these family patterns, these family wounds. We all have our own story. We all have a background. We all have a history when it comes to family lineage. Try to look at things from a higher perspective. I do feel you're learning to reduce conflict in relationships, and that's a big message that you are transforming out of this conflict within relationships for you, Capricorn. Okay, so let's see what needs to come through for Aquarius. I cannot take that big pile. That was a big pile. I'm putting it back. I did see the presence card, so you might be having a hard time staying fully present in the moment. We do have an Aquarius stellium playing out in the energies. Yeah, Gemini would definitely be very important to you for sure. For sure. Um, let's see what we got for Aquarius. I just feel like things were pretty heavy there with that fallout of energies all in reverse. And so I basically feel like that's just saying get ready for a challenge ahead. Aquarius, you've got to face this challenge. What I heard was accountability. You have an opportunity to improve your life, but it might require accountability. You're going to be tested. I think you're being tested. We've got the sun, Mercury, Pluto, all in Aquarius. And I just feel this is the energy of truth. So where have you denied accountability? Where have you played the victim? There's going to be an opportunity to improve your circumstances, but you're being challenged for sure. You're being challenged. So it might be connected to beliefs, and we get the ego card. Somebody here has a big ego. There's an illusion here. The ego card is the devil card. And so you're breaking yourself free. I think there's a lot of shadow work coming up when it comes to this Aquarian energy. You've got to take responsibility for a situation here. There's been a lack of responsibility. There's been a lack of accountability. And so if you want happiness in your life, you have to address your own unhealthy patterns. There's an unhealthy pattern here. Yeah, they all do eventually cross paths. Absolutely, Regine. Everything always cross paths, all of them. Yes. So I just feel Aquarius, you got to break the chains here. I think there could be some type of ego death going on here, and it's almost like you're resisting it. So Archangel Michael is coming in and breaking the chains for you. So there is going to be a challenge. What is this Akashic truth connected to this challenge, Aquarius? Interesting energies. What is this challenge? Oh, geez. Slow down. Flipped right out. And so, like, I think you moved too fast. I think you moved too far ahead and you didn't close out a cycle before moving to the next one. And now you're feeling lost. Now you're feeling tired. It's time to really pay attention to the details. You can't go towards a new path without giving yourself time to think, heal, understand. I just feel there's this energy of accountability that is needed that will lead you to a better quality of life. And that's what I got for you, Aquarius. Not the greatest reading, but I just feel there's a sea of emotions here that you've kind of repressed, and it's time to unearth them because you're kind of feeling trapped in a situation, but you've created this situation. So that's what I got for Aquarius. Hello, Tanya. Welcome in. We are closing it off with Pisces, but at least you made it onto the live. It's so nice to see you. So we're going to get a message for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. What do we got for Pisces? This one wants to come out paradigm shift. This is loud. This is a message for all of us because of the North Node just shifting into Pisces. We've got all of this Pisces energy coming through for February. Paradigm shift. And that's what I felt yesterday. We are in a major portal of energies where we are being asked to let go of all of these outdated, ineffective beliefs about relationships. Look at that, Four of Wands. There is so much to celebrate, I feel, going into 2025. So give gratitude to the divine. You could be coming into some type of union, Pisces. Whenever I see the Four of Wands, I do connect it to twin flame, divine counterpart energy. But this is about creating peace and contentment in your personal life, in your home life. This is about union of self. And I just feel it's really time to celebrate. It's really time to celebrate. So, what is the Akashic truth for Pisces? There's romance blooming. I'm not taking that pile. Thought about it, but I was like, no, not doing a pile today. All right, what do we got for an Akashic truth? Another pile wants to come out. I guess I'll just take it. Relax, peaceful, calmness, very interesting. Relax, peaceful, and calmness. The inevitable is about to happen. I just heard get ready for an encounter. If you've been a lone wolf, it's time for you to open up to a whole new energy. It's like you're the lighthouse in the storm when it comes to the collective energies, Pisces. So stay calm. Do not be swayed by the collective waves of emotions. You have rational solutions to everybody's problems. And so relax. Lean into peace, lean into contentment. I just feel just keep applying that honest, authentic energy in your day to day life because something is about to fast track you on the ascension journey. So release any worries, speak your truth, express your truth, and open up to the very best that is yet to come, Pisces, and relax. You're moving forward. You're moving towards something better. So if you're tired, take a break. There are some challenges. There will always be challenges, but I think you've got a pretty positive mindset about these challenges. And so there's a lot of peace and prosperity coming to you, Pisces. And that's what I've got for all of the zodiac signs today. That was really fun, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. I do, like, once again, I apologize for not getting on the live yesterday. Those energies just swallowed me whole for a couple of hours, and I just needed a little bit of a break. So, yes, I love this so much too. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend ahead. Don't forget to check out the video I'll be posting later when it comes to the astrology of February. It's going to be a pretty prominent month. I love each and every one of you. Have a great weekend. I'll see you next week, everyone.